Hi, my name is Jeremiah. I use he, him pronouns. November is Family Violence Prevention Month. It's also Movember, Men's Health Month. Both campaigns are important and both are so needed in our communities. Is there a way we can strive for both at the same time? One important facet of men's health is mental health. And we know that men's mental health issues are often caused by environmental and societal factors, including classism, racism, ableism, homophobia, transphobia, other forms of oppression, the intersections therein, as well as trauma men have experienced from violence, especially domestic and sexual violence. Among men, depression and suicide are at epidemic proportions. And another causal factor here is the pressures on men to meet unfair expectations of what it means to be a man. We also know that these pressures and expectations are one of the causal factors for men who use abusive behaviors. That means that these pressures and expectations, these masculine conventions, harm men and can also cause men to harm others. As we strive for the prevention of domestic and sexual violence, as well as for better health outcomes for men, we have to focus on this shared causal factor, conventional masculinity. So how can we do that? Well, I facilitate a program called WiseGuyz, a gender transformative healthy relationships program for mid-adolescent boys and masculine youth that aims to reduce sexual violence and dating violence, improve mental health and sexual health, and decrease homophobic attitudes by creating a safer space to critically examine and deconstruct these conventional masculine norms. When I facilitate WiseGuyz, I work with boys and masculine youth to help them grow into their own emotional intelligence, communication skills, and understandings of healthy relationships, consent, and mental health. Students learn about what makes a relationship healthy, as well as what red flags they can recognize if a relationship becomes unhealthy or even abusive. Students get to practice assertive communication skills while learning about how to better respect their peers and their loved ones. WiseGuyz is a program where boys and masculine youth can grow in their mental health, sexual health, and healthy relationship skills. When it comes to this shared causal factor, these pressures and expectations of conventional masculinity, WiseGuyz also challenges youth to think critically about how we are socialized into being men. We unpack how the conventional masculine ideal of having power and being in control can get in the way of our own mental health, while also encouraging us to take power and control over other people, sometimes via sexual violence and domestic violence. Combining these critical thinking skills with an education in healthy relationships and healthy sexuality, we can strive for the prevention of domestic and sexual violence as well as for better health outcomes for men. With a healthy relationships program like WiseGuyz being offered by SACE, we can begin to lift up men's health while uncovering a key strategy to prevent domestic and sexual violence. If you're interested in learning more about the connection between domestic violence, sexual violence, and conventional masculine norms, follow SACE on social media throughout the month of November, as we'll be sharing resources on this topic. Lastly, if you've experienced violence and need someone to talk to, reach out to the SACE support and info line at 780-423-4121 or the Alberta Family Violence Info line at 310-1818. Take care.